Welcome, Transformers fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today I will be bringing you my review of the Transformers. Hold on. The Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Deluxe Class Goldfire. And here he is in his pretty cool looking car mode, which I guess as you can since it's kind of obvious, this is supposed to be like a stylized version of the movie Bumblebee's Camaro. At least that's how I see it. Yeah, also, if the name Goldfire sounds a little weird and even vaguely familiar to any older fans out there, it's because Goldfire is sort of the new name for the G1 character Goldbug. And Goldbug, which is the same case as Goldfire here, was essentially when Generation 1 Bumblebee died and was brought back to life in a new body, he was renamed into Goldbug. However, this version was then called Goldfire. Why the change? I don't particularly know. Maybe they just lost the license to calling it Goldbug. That could be it. But other than that, I think I kind of like the name Goldfire a little bit more than Goldbug. Although Goldbug makes more sense, I prefer the name Goldfire. And I actually really like this paint job. I love the nice sort of gold paint job that it has. It has a chock full of details. It's a stylized Camaro it's like a stylized muscle car. That's what it's supposed to look like. And rolls okay. Unfortunately, if you can tell, this is the robot's chest. It does kind of hinder the rolling of this figure. So just keep that in mind, that this is a bit of an issue. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just depends. But yeah, that will sometimes get in the way. And well, might as well show his accessories, which are these two weapons, which I believe they're called stingers. I'm not 100%, but I believe these are called stingers. And to store them in car mode, you just plug them here on the sides. Oops. Plug them there on the sides, and there you go. Now he has some cannons on the side, or if you flip them over, he now has thrusters or boosters, so he can go really fast. So yeah, those are his weapons, these stingers. Which coolly, and well, I'll get to that later in a robot. I'll get back to them in a robot mode. So anything else I can say about his car mode? I like it. I think it's a really neat car mode. I don't like that this sometimes gets in the way of rolling. And that's it. No, nothing really else. So let's get on to transformation. So first, come in here. You have to separate the doors a bit. There we go. You gotta open the doors. Come in here. Not break it, but sort of break it apart. And fold out the legs. Adjust it to fold out the feet, and those are the legs. The transformation's fairly straightforward. Come in here and separate this bit. Separate. Oh, there we go. Okay, come in here. Separate and pull apart the arms. Let me get the camera a bit. Pull apart the arms. And fold this back. And then for the head review, you just pull this assembly down. Pull this down. Until it clicks. Fold forward the arms. Fold forward the arms. Make sure these are folded and then fold them in for the door wings. And anything else? No, just that this back part can go in there, and then you can peg it into place. So yeah, that's it. Here he is in his robot mode. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too complicated. And pretty cool. It's a pretty cool robot mode. And check out that head sculpt. It's a very nice, I guess, reimagining of the original Goldbug head. And it still has the Bumblebee horns, but yeah. cool. Cool little figure. Now, why do I have Goldbug over the other ones? Well, I might as well mention it now, just to sort of get it out of the way. Well, not yet. I might as well. I can't break my pattern. Let me go into posability. Up that far, rotate 360, rotates there, elbow, rotation there. These are on ball joints, rotation there. Really nice knee. I can do a pretty good kick, a really good kick. And the legs are on limited ball joints, but they have a wide range of movement, so you can do stuff with them. And also this little kneecap can also move up and down. And that's it. In terms of design, I think this is a really cool design for a robot. A really nice design. However, these panels here, it would have been nice if this sort of folded back, like I've seen other figures do. Because this being out there just for no reason, it looks like this should fold in. And these shoulders do kind of get in the way when you move around his arms a bit. But that's it. It's just that the stuff he has on him kind of gets in the way of posability. But overall, it's a nice. He's got pretty good. Articulation, and he's pretty cool design. That's it. I do like the head sculpt on this one. And let's get to his weapons. These stingers, he can hold in each hand, like so. There you just plug them in each hand, and he's got his 2 stingers. But these weapons have another function too. You can actually combine them. So there's like these pegs here inside of them. Just plug them together. Then you have one big stinger cannon, I think, which he has. Which he actually can. He's posable. He's flexible enough. Fold it on this side that he can actually hold it with both hands. It looks a bit silly, a bit on the silly side how he holds it, but it's neat. It's nice that he's able to do it. Like, there you go. It looks kind of silly because of these pieces here, the shoulder bits. But it's cool that he's able to do it. But it is a bit on the silly side, at least how it looks. So yeah, nothing more to say. I think he's a pretty okay figure. He's pretty good. No, he's not okay. He's actually really nice. He's a really good figure. I do kind of wish that the weapons could hold on to this. The hands could hold on to his weapons a little bit better. But that just could be my copy. My copy of the figure. But yeah, overall, it's a nice figure. And I do recommend it. Now, some facts about him. I already mentioned the whole change of his name. Which could be that Hasbro, Takaro, whoever lost the... I think it is Hasbro. I'm guessing they lost the trademark for Goldbug. So they switched to Goldfire. Because that tends to happen. And, but I personally like Goldfire better. Well, this mold was actually used in a couple more figures, both before and I believe 1 or 2 after this one. Before this one, it was a Bumblebee. So there was a Bumblebee using this body type, this mold. All the same, but it's in like Bumblebee colors, yellow instead of gold. And then, I believe then came Goldbug. And then after Goldbug, it was repainted and retooled into Nightbeat. So it had a new head and a blue and yellow paint job. And then there was also, which I believe it was after Nightbeat, there was a Timelines exclusive called Carzap, which was like white and I think with some red accents. So yeah, this mold actually did get some use into 4 different characters. That I know of, that I'm aware of. It's 4 different characters, both Bumblebee, Goldfire here, the later Nightbeat, who's in the same line as this version, Nightbeat, and then Carzap. So yeah, I recommend the figure. It's a nice figure, pretty cool car mode, nice little reimagining. It's a cool reimagining of the character. And I guess another thing to mention, this character shows up like this in the IDW comics, so he is a comic book figure. But overall, he's a really nice figure, and I do recommend it. He's pretty cool. He's pretty solid. I guess complaints. I wish these pieces could like fold in, like compact a little bit more. And I kind of wish that the door wings were connected to his back instead of his shoulders. But neither here nor there. It's for what it is. It's okay. It's a neat figure. And I do recommend him or any of his molds. I guess if I would pick one, I would pick Goldfire out of all of them. Because one, why not? Because there are a lot of bumblebees, not many gold bugs, or in this case, Goldfire. So I like the name and I like the gold color that he looks. I think he looks really cool. And Nightbeat, I think, looks way too flashy. And Nightbeat, I don't find to be I don't particularly care for Nightbeat. But Goldfire is sort of the reborn version of Bumblebee, which is neat. And I said I do like the new name Goldfire. So yeah, overall, I like this figure. He's nice, he's solid, he's good. Just all around, some minor complaints, but he's still a solid figure. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Thrilling 30. Oh, and if you're wondering why it's called Thrilling 30, it's because when this guy came out, it was during the 30th anniversary of the original Transformers. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's why they're calling it. That's why that toy line they called the Thrilling 30, because it's the 30th anniversary of the Transformers. So yeah, this is the Transformers Thrilling 30 Deluxe Class Goldfire. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.